This core of group that is represented here today, these 7 people representing our Army values, are a tremendous part of making sure our warfighters can go somewhere and are sustained to stay there and continue to protect our borders. Now, what's great about our Army also is that we have a moral touchstone. Now, I've visited other armies around the world, and I've participated in exercises as well as multinational forces in combat. And every one of those military and servicemen and women and militaries try to be like our United States Army. And I'll tell you, the number one reason they want to be like us is because we have a moral touchstone. We rise above the antagonism and the relationship that one nation can have with another, especially if it's perceived to be occupying. And our values, your Army's values, bring us to a level that everybody looks up to our Army. And it's not just the uniform side, it's our civilian Army workforce has that same moral touchstone and live those same Army values. Our Army values are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. And you should be very proud that your Army lives those values and is respected across the globe. And the representatives for our Army and the Bluegrass Army Depot are sitting here today.
Loyalty means bear true faith and allegiance to the U.S. Constitution, the Army, your unit, and other soldiers. Bearing true faith and allegiance is a matter of believing in and devoting yourself to something or someone. A loyal soldier is one who supports the leadership and stands up for fellow soldiers. By wearing the uniform of the U.S. Army, you're expressing your loyalty. And by doing your share, you show loyalty to your unit.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. Our representative here today from the Bluegrass Army Depot is Mr. John Stevens. Now, each of these representatives here are here for a reason. It's not by accident. It's not because they were just available and said they'd love to come downtown, although they said that. Mr. John Stevens was nominated by his peers and approved by a board to be our official representative for the word loyalty.
Duty means to fulfill your obligations. Doing your duty means more than just carrying out your assigned tasks. Duty means being able to accomplish tasks as part of a team. The work of the U.S. Army is a complex combination of missions, tasks, and responsibilities, all in constant motion. Our work entails building one assignment onto another. You fulfill your obligations as a part of your unit every time you resist the temptation to take shortcuts that might undermine the integrity of the final product.
Respect means treat people as they should be treated. In the Soldier's Code, we pledge, and I quote, to treat others with dignity and respect while expecting others to do the same, close quote. Respect is what allows us to appreciate the best in other people. Respect is trusting that all people have done their jobs and fulfill their duty. And self-respect is a vital ingredient with the Army value of respect, which results from knowing you have put forth your best effort. The Army is one team, and each of us has something to contribute.
Selfless service. Put the welfare of the nation, the Army, and your subordinates before your own. Selfless service is larger than just one person. In serving your country, you are doing your duty loyally without thought of recognition or gain. The basic building block of selfless service is the commitment of each team member to go a little further, endure a little longer, and look a little closer to see how he or she can add to the effort.
Honor, live up to Army values. The nation's highest military award is the Medal of Honor. This award goes to soldiers who make honor a matter of daily living. Soldiers who develop the habit of being honorable and solidify that habit with every valued choice they make. Honor is a matter of carrying out, acting, and living the values of respect, duty, loyalty, selfless service, integrity, and personal courage in everything you do.
Integrity. Do what's right, legally and morally. Integrity is a quality you develop by adhering to moral principles. It requires that you do and say nothing that deceives others. As your integrity grows, so does the trust others place in you. The more choices you make based on integrity, the more this highly prized value will affect your relationship with family and friends, and finally, with the fundamental acceptance of yourself.
Personal courage. Face fear, danger, adversity, physical or moral. Personal courage has long been associated with our Army. With physical courage, it is a matter of enduring physical goodness and at times risking personal safety. Facing moral fear or adversity may be a long, slow process of continuing forward on the right path, especially if those actions is not popular with others. You can build your personal courage by daily standing up for and acting on the things that you know are honorable.
Well, I was quite impressed. I don't recall ever hearing about any set of value standards associated with anything military. I can't recall ever being aware that there were such things in existence. And I was very pleasantly and positively impressed.
Yes, it was great.
I really appreciate it very much.
And what great things were said about the men, that they are such great examples of each of those things. It was touching, very touching.
Your depot lives the best of American values. And so I'm glad to be here today with you and to celebrate these values around Veterans Day and to represent the best of our Army and the best of the Bluegrass Army Depot.
My name is Kelly Benton, and I'm the Activities Director at McCready Manor, which is an assisted living facility here in Richmond, Kentucky. It has been an honor to have a small slice of the Bluegrass Army Depot in our facility today, and to be able to meet some great employees that make the depot run so smoothly and safely here in Madison County. Now, having the Army Depot as our neighbor, I think it's important that we have a solid understanding of what kind of work is being done out there, and to get to know some of the people who are the support for the United States Army on the home front. It has been a pleasure to work with Colonel Brian Rogers, and since we met him last November, we've been very impressed with his desire to include Madison Countyans in learning about the Bluegrass Army Depot's presence in the Richmond community. The residents of McCready Manor were very pleased to be included in this event today, and we count on being able to maintain this relationship for many years to come.
So much. It's a pleasure meeting you.
One stood out more than any. Al did one of them, of course. He read one of the descriptions.
I don't recall one more than the other. They were all very worthy of being honored, and all of the value statements were so significant I wouldn't know how to rank one above another. But I was really impressed.